Hello, everyone. This Shabbat we'll be reading Parashat Acharei-Kedoshim. There'll be two parashiyot. Candle lighting tonight will be at 7:34. Sunset will be at 7:52, and we should remember to read to count Sfirat HaOmer after 8:14. Again, we have to remember that it's Shabbat. And even though the shuls are closed and everything, we should still remember that it's Shabbat, dress up in Shabbat clothing, lichvot Shabbat, and it's very, very important. Shabbat day, tomorrow, Saturday, Shabbat day, the sunrise is at Netz, will be at 5:53. We should try to say Kriyat Shema by 8:36 a.m. or the latest by 9:22. Chatzot midday will be at 12:52. The earliest mincha we could pray is at 1:27. We should try to eat Suda Shlishit before sunset, which will be at 7:53. And we should try to read Pirkei Avot, Perek Gimel, third chapter. Shabbat will finish. Shabbat is over at 8:44. Shabbat is over at 8:44. I would like to say a few words about this week's parsha. This week's parsha, like I said, Acharei-Kedoshim. There's two parashiyot. In Parashat Acharei, there's a pasuk that says, "Umizaracha lo titen la'avir lamolech, v'lo techalel et shem Elohecha ani Hashem," which says you should not present your child to be passed through Molech, and do not profane the name of your Hashem, of your God. I am Hashem. Now, what is Molech? Molech was a type of Avodah Zarah, was a type of idol worshipping that they would bring their child. They would bring their child as idol worshipping. There was a fire, and they would somehow they would sacrifice their child to this Avodah Zarah called Molech. Okay, now if we think about it, okay, those Avodah Zarah, how does it apply to me? Why is it, why did the Torah specify only Avodah Zarah of Molech? There's so many Avodah Zarah. Why, how does it apply to us nowadays? Okay, this was a practice that was done many, many, many years ago, but it's not really applicable nowadays. How can we make it more relevant to us? So Ramban explains, that says like this, that the pasuk is trying to teach us a concept of Chilul Hashem, which means profaning Hashem's name. Now, how is it a Chilul Hashem? Chilul Hashem is like this. Ramban says that a Jew, he would allow to take his son, to take his child, and to bring it as a korban to this Avodah Zarah Molech, for the sake of Molech. So, which means for Hashem you would only bring animals, you would bring animals, and for the Avodah Zarah you would bring a person would bring his child. So, which means this shows a great Chilul Hashem, because he's making Hashem less important than Avodah Zarah. Of course, a person is not allowed to bring his child as a korban to Hashem. Hashem, did not command us. But by doing the Avodah Zarah of Molech, a person is also desecrating Hashem's name. That's why the pasuk says, "Mizaracha lo titen la'avir lamolech." Do not bring your son to as a sacrifice to Molech. And also the continuation is Lo techalel et shem Elohecha ani Hashem, which means do not profane the name of Hashem, the name of God. I am Hashem. So how do we understand this? So when a person makes something, when a person makes something that's less important, and and things that are important to Hashem, he makes it less important. That also becomes Chilul Hashem. That's the lesson that we learn from Molech. Let's give an example. Let's say Reuven, he's davening Shacharit, Okay, and he finished davening shacharit. He takes off his tefillin. Now he puts it down, and it's about to fall. It slips off his hand. It's about to fall, and it touches the corner of the table. Now he picks it up. He picks it up. He gives a kiss. He sees that there is a small dent on tefillin. Okay, he makes a mental note that he has to take it to Sofer to show it to Sofer. He puts it inside the box. He covers it, puts it in. Okay, everything's nice. Now let's follow this Reuven. Okay, Reuven goes outside. He leaves the shul. He goes outside, and his brand new Lexus is parked, outside of the shul. He comes and he sees outside, he sees on his brand new Lexus, he sees a dent. There's a dent. Now, what happens to him? He gets all nervous. He gets all out of himself. How could it be? It's my new Lexus. How is there a dent? Why is there a dent? Who did this? If I catch this guy, I'll do this to him and do that to him. He looks around to check if the person who made a dent, if he left any note. Okay, he sees, So, Rabotai. So if we think about it, Reuven will, he will probably, he will probably walk around all day, sad and thinking about this. Okay, thinking about this. Now, if someone would see him being sad, they would say, "Hey, Reuven, what happened? Can you please tell me? What's going on? I see you're not feeling well. You're not. Something's bothering you." So, what would Reuven say? Would Reuven say, "Yeah, my tefillin fell and it touched the corner of the table and there's a dent on my tefillin"? Will that bother him, or will he say, "No, someone made a dent on my brand new Lexus, or someone made a dent on my car"? Okay, what's more important? So what do we see? A person takes something, something that's monetary, something that's not holy, makes it more important. It's more precious, but something that's precious to Hashem, which is a mitzvah, tefillin, makes it less important. So this is Chilul Hashem. This is Chilul Hashem. If a person's car means more to him than his tefillin, the person is Michalel Shem Shamayim. So this is what we learn from this pasuk. This is what the pasuk is trying to teach us, that when you take something that's when you take your possession and make it more important than Hashem's than Hashem's mitzvah, that is also Chilul Hashem. That's also called Chilul Hashem. This is what pasuk is trying to teach us. This is what Molech, the pasuk about Molech is trying to teach us. Be'ezat Hashem, Hashem should help us to learn this lesson and to make the mitzvot, the Torah mitzvot, more important, and things that are mundane, some things that are something that has to do with our money. It's also important, but it shouldn't be more important than Torah mitzvot. Shabbat shalom to all.